On November 25th, 2007, Gunnel L. Percher on YouTube posted a video with 10 questions every atheist must answer. I have decided to take up his challenge, which is, here are some questions for the atheist who wishes to consider their position as based on evidence and reason. Number 1. If there is no God, why is there anything at all? Chance? Coincidence? That's kind of the point. 2. Where is the evidence that life could have begun without intelligent interference? I'm going to answer that question with a question. Where is there evidence that life could have begun with intelligent interference? You can use the argument against both sides unless you're an agnostic, like I am. 3. How can evolution explain features of irreducible complexity apart from intelligent intervention? I have no idea what this question means. I don't really know what you're getting at, but yes, there is proof of evolution, but there is no proof of intelligent design. 4. How can the evolutionary model be true since the fossil record clearly shows most major groups emerging at the same time? I think you have your information wrong, because fossil records clearly show that everything was done over a period of time. We've got fossils of similar species from different time periods. That's what evolution is, a gradual change over time. 5. If there is no objective standard of right and wrong, how can anything be wrong? Well, I can see what you're saying with this. Many Christians and religious people are worried about the morality of atheists and agnostics. Morality is relative. I mean, if you need a Bible, a Quran, a religion, or a God to tell you not to murder, steal, cheat, and lie, then I'm glad you have that incentive. But for atheists and agnostics, and although I can only speak for myself, we choose to be moral and not murder, lie, steal, that sort of thing, because we feel that it's wrong. We feel that there is an inherent trait that teaches us right from wrong. Basically, don't hurt other people because it's bad. 6. So which is the logically defensible position? 1. That matter eternally existed or came into existence by itself for no reason, and then by itself arranged itself into extraordinarily complex living systems, including not only mechanisms, but huge amounts of information needed for life to function against everything observed in real science. Or that an eternal, self-existing being with infinite intelligence created life and the information systems necessary for life to exist, agreeing with real science. Be quite honest, the way you phrase them, both of those positions seem stupid. So I'll add that with another question. What is the logically defensible position? 1, that evolution is true and that you understand that you can't ever scientifically find the beginnings of the universe without a time machine to go back and watch it. Or 2, that there is an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-present God who created himself out of nothing and then created everything else out of nothing with magic. 7. How can natural selection produce something that is a prerequisite for national selection to operate? Okay, natural selection is the process by which favorable heritable traits become more common in successive generations of a population of reproducing organisms, and unfavorable heritable traits become less common due to differential reproduction of genotypes. Basically, survival of the fittest. It's not natural selection that's producing natural selection. Natural selection is natural selection. Number 8. If scientists almost totally accept that a signal from outer space containing information that could be interpreted as a string of prime numbers would be proof of extraterrestrial extraterrestrial intelligence, why would they not accept that the information coding in the nucleus of the simplest cells, DNA, which is equivalent to the information in a full-set Encyclopedia Britannica, was the result of intelligence? Again, this question is kind of confusing and makes almost no sense. You need to watch your syntax. Scientists don't totally accept a signal from outer space, since we recently did more research, because that's what science does. It admits it's wrong and gives new information. They've found that the signal from outer space was actually like the pulsating of I think it was like a neutron star, pulsating of a neutron star. And so therefore they reassessed their information and came out with a new theory. Again, that's the point of science. It improves itself, it admits when it's wrong, and it only puts out information and theories that go along with the information they have. Science is based off proof. And the more proof you get, the more reasonable and likely scientific theories become. 9. What if God is real as described in the Bible, and you have to stand before him and give an account of your life? Do you have a list of reasons for why you never accepted him? Under close scrutiny, will all those reasons betray the fact that you didn't want to believe and will stick with anything that sounds good rather than looking into it too seriously? I don't have reasons that will betray the fact that I don't want to believe. Because, again, quite honestly, believing in God is kind of nice. You know, afterlife, eternal happiness. You know, I would love to believe that. But as an analytical, cynical person, I need proof for things that I believe in. Now, if you are right, and this is a poorly restatement of Pascal's wager, which is basically if Christians and religious people are right, then atheists have everything to lose. But if atheists are right, then Christian and religious people don't lose anything. I believe that Pascal's wager is a fear tactic and is not the grounds for anything. If religious people are right, if Mr. Gunnel L. Petcher is right, then I don't think I have anything to fear. Let me explain this to you. It might seem kind of strange. If the only reason that I am kicked out of heaven is because I did not actively pray to, and love a God, then send me straight down to hell. I'll chill with the devil for the rest of eternity. Because I know that I am a good person. I do not lie, steal, cheat, or murder people, because I know that that's wrong. I am a good person. I don't need incentives to be good. I just am, because I believe that that's how humans should act, just inherently. So I believe, and many of my religious friends agree with me, that because I am a good person, whether I have faith or not doesn't matter. Because in all reality, an all-loving God should understand that people can be good and deserving of eternal happiness without actively praising a creator. 10. If I answered all of your objections to your satisfaction, would you submit your life to Jesus or recognize God as your creator? Okay, is the I referring to me or Mr. Goonie L. Petcher, whatever his name is? I don't know what you're talking about, but unless you can provide me with cold, hard proof that Jesus or God is real, then I will recognize them as my creators or saviors. But until then, I am going to stand by my beliefs as an agnostic atheist, agnostic leaning towards atheism, that I don't need to have faith to be a good and moral human being on this earth.